So I want to say something real quickly. And it's not enough to be a mother or a father. That alone is not enough. The reason being is because some mothers are pretty horrible and some fathers are pretty horrible. For example, I'm just going to use the father first. You say, well, that's your father. That's your father. But if your father could have been molesting his daughter or his son, because that can go both ways, been molesting his daughter or his son since he was the age of 3 years old, and it's messed up the daughter or the son's head, and the daughter or the son is 40 years old and still can't get right. Because I'm sorry, when you keep putting on that kind of trauma for years on kids, and then the problem is why healing doesn't occur, but when they're an adult, number one, if you know time is supposed to be an illusion, then people don't actually get older anyway. You don't get older. So you have a deep impression in you. Getting older is not going to heal you. Time does not heal all wounds because you really don't get older. We get older. We're in a certain program to make it seem like we're getting older. We're not getting older. Okay? So there's a deep impression that's left, and it's been going on for years and years. And what happened is you got a crappy family. Happens a lot in the brown community, but I'm sure it's in a lot of communities too. I know the brown community well. Then you have a crappy community and a crappy family that won't allow you to speak about your trauma when it comes to molestation, rape, or whatever it is. They won't allow you to speak about your trauma, okay? They'll just tell you don't, some families say keep it in the family. Why you keep it in the family and keep it a secret, and then you don't want to deal with the individual that's traumatized, messed up, but you say keep it in the family, don't put it out there. But you're not dealing with it. You're not healing your family member. You're not helping your family member get through the problem, but you tell them to keep it in the family. But then you're not talking to them. You're acting like they're not valid in the things they say. So why would they just keep it in the family? Or you can have a mother. I've talked about things my mother been involved in. She's been involved in occults and stuff and doing type of rituals and stuff like that. I'm sorry, she does not get the credit of a mother. I gave her the credit and praised her until I realized everything that she was doing. And when I realized how evil she has done a lot to hurt me than she has done to help me. She's done a lot more to hurt me than she has done to help me. Okay? And so, because right now, even if I'm not in her presence, because because she dealt with cults, and she was involved in stuff and been doing things ever since I was a little girl, different type of rituals or whatever you want to call it. Then I had to, when I got to a certain age, I had to learn how to pull it off of me. I had to learn how to unlove her too. It's not easy to unlove your mother. I mean, you just find out what she's done. As bad as it is, it's not easy to unlove her right away. It's not easy to do that right away. It takes some time, even if all the bad stuff you know they did. But you didn't realize it before. Now you finally realizing everything coming on you at once. Now you need time to process everything you know. But the point is, what I was saying is people don't get credit just for being a mother or just for being a father. You don't get credit just because you're a mother or father. Well, I gave birth to you. But why? Because you act like you didn't. You act like you hated me the whole time I was here. In my case, I was adopted. But I'm just saying. Even with that, you act like you freaking hate me the whole time. So what were you doing? It's like Mommy Dearest. Like that girl asks you, why did you adopt me? You act like you fucking hate me the whole fucking time. Don't act like you did me a favor when you act like you hate my guts. Okay? Anyway. Yeah, so I just want to talk about that because I was listening to something just now. But I'm going to say this too. And this is kind of like off the topic. It's to choose your narrative. A lot of stuff that's going on, people want to change. This is just a commentary that I had to say. Basically, somebody don't get credit because they're a mother, and a person don't get credit because they're a father. You don't get credit just because you participated in somebody physically coming into the world, so-called physically coming into the world. You don't just get credit for that because you made that child life such hell that are they even going to be a productive person? They so messed up. Are they even going to be productive? They got to do so much work to get right in the freaking head, to get somewhere balanced in their freaking mind or wherever. Because, the mind don't really belong to us. It's a false matrix. That brain is a part of a matrix, but it's a part of a false matrix. And that's what we call ourselves using. That we need to detach from. We need to take every single day detaching from that particular brain. The brain is a computer. Anyway, that was all I was going to talk about. That was it. It's just, I've heard stories about other women and their mother-in-laws or stuff like that. Or even sons, husbands and their mother-in-laws. And sometimes mothers are fucking hell. And you don't get to, it's not right to give a particular couple a fucking hard time. You don't have a right to come in a couple's house with their family and cause all kind of problems and run the house like you're the woman in the house. A mother, just because you have this title of a mother or a father, but mothers do this a lot more than fathers. In any doggone culture. I don't care if you so-called white, so-called brown. Mothers do this, okay? It was a movie called Monster-in-Law. Okay, that's just how bad stuff get with these mother-in-laws or these mothers. And fathers too, but it's mostly mothers, You don't get to go in somebody's house, a newlywed couple, or a husband and wife or whatever, or a boyfriend and girlfriend, don't matter. They're living together. They're trying to raise a family. They're trying to run their household the best way they want to run their household, the way they want to run their household. And the mother gets in, she feels like because she has the title of a mother, that she has a right to control the whole house and tell everybody what to do. I'm sorry. If the son or whoever mother it is on the son, on the boyfriend side, or the mother on the girlfriend side, or wife or husband side, they have a right to tell her that she has to leave. They have a right to tell her that she has to leave. She is out of order. She is out of order. Okay? That's out of order. You're around grown people with children that's dealing with that has their own type of rules in their own house and the way they like to do things. And you coming in because you call yourself a mother, that you get to drive everybody crazy and run their household the way you want to run it. Why don't you go get your own house and run your household? No, you're out of order. I don't know what the problem is with overstanding that. What's the problem with overstanding that? Yes, whoever, the son or daughter, whoever, have a right to put her out. Have a right to put her out. Now, it's some other crazy stuff that some mothers have been doing that I won't get into. But, I talked about some of the stuff that the woman that raised me that I no longer call her mother. I talk about the type of stuff that she into. You got some mothers that's into that kind of stuff there, and they doing stuff to the son or the daughters-in-laws. Some mothers that I don't care, they don't just do what they want to because they have this title of mother. They don't get to do what they want to. But anyway, that's all I got to say, and I'll talk later.